Where's Halfdan Jarl? Will he be here?
Eivor, good to see you.
Where are the Saxons? We need them to take that fortress.
Patience. Rishi...
What about Hjor and
Luvina is ahead with a dozen of Yorik's swords. Come. Our Saxon allies have reached Magnus. We should march.
Will Halfdan join us, or stay home out of spite?
This plan. I feel uneasy.
It will be a good fight. I've faith in it.
Farovic's plan had better be sound.
Let us hope this goes well.
Farovic's army.
Eivor! Over here!
The battle is near.
On the battlefield once more, old friend.
Yes, my Jarl. As in days of old.
Who are you to speak of the old days? The days when my word was bond. The days when the light of my glory lit the world. How dare you speak of those days, as if they meant anything to a traitor like you?
Who told you of this?
My new ally is more loyal than my old friend.
Eivor Two-Faced. That is your name.
I came here for Halfdan, to prove my worth and loyalty to him. You brought this down upon yourself.
Enough bickering, all of you. We are at the edge of war. Preserve your rage for the enemy.
Lufina talks sense. We fight this battle and we end this war. At this moment, nothing else matters.
Look there. The pigs send a message.
Raven Tamer, with me. You will talk them into a surrender with your sword-sharp tongue. Stay back, men!
These Picts came in great numbers. They came to fight. Turn tail and run, back beyond the wall.
The Romans built that wall to keep us out. But they are gone, and we remain. Someday you too will disappear.
Wall or no wall, we have more gods than you.
We may have but one god, he did. But we have many more friends.
Who now is the rightful king of Northumbria? The kingdom has spoken!
I will have your head, Alicia! Die, you bastard dogs!
Extend the ladders!
Careful! They mean to ban us!
Time has come for you. Arrows coming!
No shame in being patient. On the bottom! Coward! Something Scottish. Just one. Yeah!
Incoming oil! Have to repair that. that drawbridge then. Eyes open for the coward, King Rishir.
This is the last of them! For Thor! Ah, the sweet taste of victory!
Save your praise, Halfdan.
That coward will be dead in a snowdrift somewhere.
This day is not done until we've seen his corpse.
Eivor, rise like an eagle or caw like a crow.
Hold the wall!
You're finished! Wager on who gets the kill?
Damn you!
sends more skulls to my hammer. Glory for Halfdan! Frixia! He's fleeing to the...
You meet the spirits this day, traitor.
Faithful counselor, please help me back to Jorvik. Let my heart expire.
I have no favors left to offer you, Rishir. Soon, you will walk beside your guard.
But
Hell's frozen door welcoming you.
what waits for me there, Eivor? What waits for...
A traitor's death for a treasonous fool.
He was the hero in tales he told himself. A Saxon who loved his homeland. You cannot begrudge...
There is no more Saxon kings, Eivor. I am through playing the puppeteer. The fate of this shire rests on my shoulders alone.
You'll take the crown yourself, and the extra burden it brings.
I will. But I will not rule alone. My friends, my allies, will keep me standing upright. Let us talk of our alliance in Jorvik. Leave this king to his winter kingdom.
Who's with me?
Moira, is Halfdan about?
Eivor, welcome. Halfdan has stepped outside with Faravid. They shouldn't be far.
I'll take
On,
off.
steady your balls!
Shall we lock horns? If you suck it back faster than me, I've an iron stomach and a power.
Shake asses with you!
Never
Danced with anyone before?
Sunan.
Rishi, I struggle to be surprised.
I was caught off guard. But I should not have. The fog set in and I could not see the forest before me. Old friend. Long ago, we stormed this sea of wagons under winter's blanket.
The ceremony hastens to start. Let's not keep the crowd waiting.
Eivor! Yes, let us go. To inscribe our names in history. No more pulling strings. This throne and its burdens are mine.
Think you can swim with the best? Altawe! With fat!
Ah, je staat er onweer. En voor laat voor deze jaar. Where is the board?
Have you had enough fun? My crowning must...
I'll save some for later. Let's make a king of you.
To Eivor and the Raven clan of Mercia, our newest ally in blood and glory!
To Halfdan, king, I lift my horn and raise my brow to speak this praise. Crown spire, stout oak of Valkyries, spinner of battle wisdom. Long may you live and rule. Skull! Moira, what is this metal? It's soft, like Roman pipes.
Ah, that's lead. A toxic metal.
And was it lead that drove the Romans mad? Can metal do this to a man?
Oh, God in heaven, yes. The Romans knew this well. And my poor mother, she drank from cups like these for so long. She...
You... All these years you gifted me poison! You gifted me madness!
Old friend, please. Your sickness has clouded your judgment.
This sickness was no accident. I trusted you.
Sheath your weapon, Faravid.
Eivor, make this man see sense. He's old, sick, and his mind is unclear.
Horse shit! You want me dead, you lying shithog? I was a fool to not see it!
Treason must never go unpunished.
After all we did together? After all we won?
If any of my clan committed such a betrayal, I would rip his flesh from his bones.
You are not the warrior you used to be, old friend.
Kill him! Feed him to the wolves!
Look at him, Eivor. Is this how a leader should behave? Happen, princess.
The end of our road.
Stand, you treasonous bastard! Stand and fight me!
Old friend, do you remember the days we raced our horses across the length of this land? You were always faster. You always won. Because I let you win, my Jarl. So I will let you win one last time. We will meet once more in the corpse hall.
Afton, it's time I go. I'm leaving for Mercia, going home.
And go with this. A sign of friendship. A bond between our clans, a symbol of the pain and suffering it took to win the peace.
I hope we were right about him. It seems the wind calls me back to... Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Please, Ragga, tell us another! Yes, one more. And only because you all have such good taste. Now, this...
I brought something.
We always have need for this. I'm looking for this. Excellent. I'd pay well for this. I could really use this. This will help us. Done for now.
What have you got?
All done.
I have to go.
Until next time.
Pleasure to see you, Eivor.
I entered Jorvikshire to meet Halfdan Jarl, and I left a friend of Halfdan the King. We have an oath at last.
Good. Very good.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten...
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and
I could speak with him.
wandering the fields of Pittaringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him.
Pittaringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
fishmonger can't sell the gold fish. Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again?
No glory, no hope. Nothing but...
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Appa knew. Did he not...
Leave me. I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not...
I'll find your hammer. And then you'll come with...
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
Aid me. Be my eyes. There's Bjornson, guarding the hammer. Half-drunk needs his hammer.
A fishmonger can't sell the gold fish. Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again?
The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
With his hand on his axe, awaiting the maidens of the battle slain.
Now he drinks at our father's side, awaiting the war at the end of days. Beonton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn. always welcome at my hall.
Survey the area. Crushed to death. An unlucky way to die. Doubt he felt much.
Ooh! Did you hear that sound after I pushed the rock down? That was asking for it.
We'll take them all.
Paid his dues fast for them.
Die!
Hell with the sad pickle.
Look at that gear!
Let's see some blood!
Sing us a song. Help me out here! Tall and...
Tripped him up.
I feel great. Hey, come here a moment.
What's this?
I often awake in my vagrancy, shaking and sweating. I hope this stops now.
Farewell. The trolls await.
This one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis far away.
He is more than welcome here, as are you.
Good day.
I want to see the... Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you, but that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting.
Hey there! How are you?
side of your blade. Be gentle. I don't want it bruised. Did you kill it? You weren't supposed to actually kill it. Get in here now. I want a word with you.
Your gratitude is...
Gratitude? That was my prize-fighting bear you killed.
It is thanks to me that you...
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. Please
I should teach you some...
You can take your manners and shove them at all in... Die.
Stilling that bitter tongue seems too long. Smells like a trap. Easy now. Something is not right. Easy now. Something is not right. Need to be careful here.
shouldn't be seen here. A hut should work.
Sure.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in their god's house.
Let's see you, old friend.
What is that boy doing all the way up there? This must be the house of that timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the... As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you come...
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to...
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you.
I have nothing. He rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done. bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their god. Their god brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
On the mountain his transfig... God breathed.
His back.
The women came with offering.
His res... Thou art weighed in the bat. Perhaps you should try again.
The women came with offerings, but they...
His res...
Curse you,
God has...
God breathed on...
His baptism.
On the mountain his face...
His transfig...
The women came with offerings.
His resurrection. And Jesus said...
Other riddles...
That is not for me to decide. For I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish in keeping to silence.
Hush. You're prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul thrones, make with me was God's lesson instructive.
I learned that your god fears death, just as mine do. Just as
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this, and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before. And many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very this morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter.
Where was he last?
At his house, by the west gate. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this reeve, Goodwin. Are you spying on me?
Scarpa! She's onto us!
You remember Mildritha from the bakery?
The trollop who needs...
Spriches du Bildungen Wurm? Moja bin dat hos herkom damit.
Et berg
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not?
Well, you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Shut your mouth, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Goodwin gone, guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Someone disagrees with Alfred, educating the people of Winchester. Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks. Are the guards destroying evidence? Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. Cast about this land, my friend.
If you don't give me Alfred's jewel, I will...
I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
Best not to draw attention here. The prisoners might know something.
Stop there, you.
I'm looking for the Reeve.
Selwyn? That bastard said I stole an apple.
Felling trees, chiseling rock from the
Not
earth,
Selwyn.
and for what?
Reeve Goodwin
To build
was arrested not long
prisons
ago.
for men who steal apples.
Alfred's man? Arrested? Now that's
I was
as funny
starving.
as those of
My
the
baby
Fox.
son close to death.
Seems no one.
With me, lad.
Well now.
Take that coward off. We must ring the bell. Thank you. I'll kill you. With me, here. Flank the idiot. Press hard. Ha!
Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
Running with the wolf now. Die! Together, lads!
Zunin, guide me. thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Stop you!
Brave Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife, to be carried out soon.
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel. So my research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven Clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of...
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields words like a knife.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent. I will look into this more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
Is Selwyn a name you know?
Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Abe.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Good people of Winchester, these prisoners before you, Hubert here, is with your...
There are rats in the grave. I will kill you. No longer freedom in Winchester.
None are safe from his blade.
Who dares to defy Alfred's laws? The degenerates must be punished. You are the enemy of Winchester.
Punishes criminals, as it should be.
He's the worst criminal of them all.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You and the Order's execute...
You Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not...
To protect your people, you must sheathe your... You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. Found on the quill.
We should be rising!
need your eyes, my friend.
Do you believe in souls? Part of us that lives on.
Help!
Oh, my days! I can't look! He's so brave, like a young King Alfred.
A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bone.
Magister batter is a horse's
And here is the axe I used to swat.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
It may be I should take my Dane guild now, leave you to the snakes that remain.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but
we all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of what
the quill preys on this lapse.
Did you discover more from the writings I found?
I did. The quill is calling the children of Winchester to arms. Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets. Feral and untutored.
I can talk to some. See where they lead.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the...
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I see you, child.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me?
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your...
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's fire.
Hey, fellas!
Flow! 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 Heaven and flow! Jump, little flea! Jump, flea! Jump! Stop it, you frog! Stop it, you frogkin! If he falls, I will punish you! Hannah! It's Mother! Get off me, you oaf!
Stop struggling and give back that apple!
Apple? I didn't score nothing! Get your hands off me!
You there, little cutpurse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
Cogsbeard! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
What do you see? Have a look, Sunan.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Yoda.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great...
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
How about I pay you to scuttle off to the tavern and drink yourself senseless?
Deal. Better than running round after you, grubby urchins.
You are mine!
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel.
What is so important that you would risk his little neck for it?
Keep your sticky beak out...
Whose business?
Us? Working for the Quill? Shows what you...
Is that so?
They were the Quill's ninny pops. Smart stuff to throw coin at them. They'll be too swift to bother you now.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong.
So you're not working?
We steal to stay alive and out of the Quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find it.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on. Give him what you took. Maybe he can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Damn you!
I should watch out for a mousetrap.
I didn't get nothing today.
I'm going to marry King Alfred, but Majesty is going to whisk me away from all this toil. Everyone died and left me alone on the streets.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
Over there!
Hey!
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the Quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. You have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in...
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about...
How little you... Defend your mistress!
bishop's house.
Viras är det sim ända fram! Hej, Varas! Ova!
That's enough! We have this! Suffer!
Heathen will kill us all! Winchester will see your crime!
Coward. Using children to spy.
To educate, give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or what use are letters when a child can only write? I taught it if, but my
enemy.
Not there in
a pity. Non-rec.
Goodman said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Barstan! No! Gafur!
Confessit Dominus Noster Sapiens
This is your last warning! Give me Alfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your port!
Side.
Shit! Don't give me Alfred's jewel, I shall whittle in your duck pond!
Ah.
I'm feeling a bit dry over here!
Eivor!
Is this where Justice
hides? Splood, no. This is...
You heard.
Hilders were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of...
I've been called work.
Be thou hail, Ealdor Bana.
I sat easy with my kinsbane. Old honey waves alive in my horn.
If the mead is fresh and...
Your English mead, Goodwin. It tastes like cat piss. In Mercia, we would drink 10 times this. and feast till our names were forgotten and our breeches were lost to the...
Does that happen?
As often as...
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of... It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last...
Are you sure the Sikh...
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral...
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he... Whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
Best keep the peace. We may just... It's le vive!
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof.
Lord grant my brother Aelfir eternal bliss, where joy endures for all. Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother?
Have you no shame?
I will leave you in peace.
Lord grant my brother Aelfir
Did you know Bishop Aelfir?
Barely.
Where joy endures
Can
for
you still
all
smell
those
the
beloved
burned
of God.
flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like...
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfir?
Have you seen Layoff? My...
Leof.
Sleeping? Sleeping like my...
Someone heard Leof.
Yes. Yes. And...
Threadbare clothes. Did they belong to Wember's friend? The face is burned, and his clothes do not seem to fit his frail body. It could be Wember's friend. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute. This funeral is a shadow play. The Order killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and interred him in Aelfirth's place.
What now?
A pretty show you have laid on here. But I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me?
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was...
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor grave...
How did you...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is, before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards! All right, have your way. They won't do you any good. Guards, protect me!
Pray for your sins! Cost you! Focus, we have this! Going to smash you!
It's you. Did you find dear Layoff? It is lonely without him.
I'm sorry, Wember. I think someone killed your friend.
then I will sing a sad song, for he was the only one who ever cared for me. May angels welcome him.
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more of the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide?
You...
Is this what you want? You filthy swindler? A pond full of pith? By God's hairy balls, you are a thief and a swindler! Then give me the jewel, Alfred.
Go. Soon. The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
The decay in English prose has been creeping. Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester. And so we meet.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his... I was born to Christians in that my mother would cradle me beneath it. Then no God. Alf, my... with my...
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me.
My king will go by back streets to the old minster. Eivor may find it.
Aelfirth, my love! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He wrapped himself in a death cloak to murder your king.
Shouldn't you rejoice at the death of a king? You are a heathen and a devil.
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers.
Om jern silvra